Hello, new and returning Stinkies. I hope you guys are doing great today. If you're new, hello, I'm Kruzadar. I'm a variety creator here on YouTube, and today you're tuning into my makeup channel. Today we've got some fun stuff. So this is actually what I was wanting to do in my last video, but I wasn't really able to. So we are today, or now, it has arrived. So if you don't know what I talked about in my last video, I kind of did like. Which also, let me know if you liked that format or not. I do plan to do some makeup stuff live, like a girls get ready together with Tay and Nyx at some point. But I feel like I'm a little more chatty when I'm streaming. This is a little different. Maybe this just fits the vibes better and you guys prefer when I record it, which feel free to let me know, if you watched both. I'd love to hear the feedback. But that said, we doing our best here, but no, I feel like it's fun to kind of do both, and maybe you guys like both, and I'll just continue to mix it up a little bit. But no, I finally got sent my Morphe brushes reimagined pack. So this is a whole PR pack, and we're gonna try this out. So I'm just gonna open it up, and it's fairly simple, which I want to say thank you. Thank you, Morphe, for keeping this simple, because I can't tell you how many times I get a lot of gaming PR packages, and the amount of studios, and some makeup companies have done it. Normally, honestly, the makeup companies aren't as bad, which is going to sound crazy. I know you guys aren't going to believe me with that. Gaming studios will send me like 3 small items, and they'll send me a box that's like 5 times this size and like higher quality fucking cardboard than this, and I hate it. I despise it. It is a bitch to break down. It's like really bad around Christmas time when they do it, but I'm just like, why? This was such unnecessary packaging. I don't know. I get that they want to like show things off and shit, but yeah, just like I hate when that shit happens. I really do. So I like the minimal packaging with this. So I'm gonna assume it's brushes in here, a brush palette, which I really like this carrying case. Feels nice, little faux leather moment. And then it also looks like there's all bases covered, so it looks like there's 3 tools here. The cloud cushion, the one and done, and to the point. So yeah, I think this is like a puff. I think both of these are like a puff, and then that's a sponge, which if you've been watching me for a while, or since I've made this channel, I go back and forth with sponges. I will say, I finally found the holy grail on methods with not getting smile lines, and then also just like essentially using less makeup. But it looks like they have a whole. Okay, so just someone must be at my door. Can you tell I have Rottweilers? Yes, the infamous UPS guy. I'm not gonna tell him no, because this is what I got him for. You might hear my husband yell, though, because he's running on 4 hours of sleep. But, anyways. Morphe brushes, it says the new antibacterial technology, which I'm curious how, because I don't know how the fuck you do that with a makeup brush. But starting at $6, reinvented with silver ion technology known to have antibacterial benefits. Okay, so it's benefits, it doesn't guarantee it. Define with less grime, re-engineered to hold up to your daily routine, say bye to instant fraying, shedding, and streaking. Again, you're gonna hear my dogs, I'm sorry. We're going raw footage. Oh, yeah, he's coming up to the door with my shit. It's probably my clothes. I haven't ordered some clothes in a while. And a lot of my shirts are, oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's my ASOS haul. A lot of my shirts, my t-shirts that I've been wearing, also, ignore the ponytail. This neckline doesn't sit how I want the neckline to sit like this, but it's like too big. I need to just like cut and resew it. My skin and my jaw, okay, I know this is gonna be weird. Looks so good. My fucking, my teeth, it's because of my teeth. It's because of my teeth. I mean, my skin is because of my skincare routine. I've had a couple breakouts, as you can see, but like, looks good still. But like, my teeth, my jaw and stuff is sitting so different. Like, I have not seen my jaw. It's looking so symmetrical. It's crazy. Which it didn't before. Not that it looked bad, but like, I don't even have like symmetrical lighting on it. I've been doing Invisalign. I'm almost done. I have 6 weeks left. And then I'm done. But yeah, it's crazy how different my jaw's sitting. I also don't get knots over here as much. Really weird. Anyways, if you've been thinking about doing Invisalign, I highly recommend it. It is crazy. Like, yeah, my teeth look crazy, dude. They're so, like, my orthodontist never did my teeth right the first time around. That's a story for later. We can talk about it later. I'm getting distracted. I haven't taken my ADHD meds yet today. Face brushes, so it's just kind of letting me know what's what here. So there's a flat one, and then it's got, I mean, I would assume like contour, bronzer, powder, blush, foundation brush. This is also probably contour, bronzer contour. And then, yeah, it does say here, liquid foundation, angled cream, and liquid foundation brush. Interesting. Okay, dome foundation brush, large dome foundation, and body brush. And then it shows how, ooh, I actually really like this. It shows like how dense and stuff it is. Which, I mean, I would have gone based off feel and just used it if I wanted to probably anyways. But interesting. Here's one. See, I really like a dense brush. I love the dense brushes. So I'll probably do that. And then I might go in with this on around this area. I'll tell you how I've gotten the smile lines to not show up when we get to that, by the way. And it's because of a makeup artist, and I can't remember her name, but anyways, I'll tell you what she told me. Then we have the dome concealer brush, pointed paddle concealed brush, large round powder brush, tapered powder brush. And I know you might not be seeing these too well. I know my camera is mirrored, so I do apologize. I don't want to unmirror it though, because like otherwise I fucking hit things, and I do see my shit out of the corner of my eye. It's weird. I will hit the fuck out of my mic if I don't. Anyways, plus when I'm streaming, my chat's over here, because Twitch, and like, I like looking, like when I'm looking at my chat, looks like I'm looking there. It's an immersion thing for me. It's dumb, but that's why my brain likes it. Paddle brush, small pointed powder brush, and then it says cheek brushes, angled powder blush brush. Say that 5 times fast. Thank God I don't have my retainers in. It'd be 10 times worse right now. Slanted blush brush, tapered powder blush brush, rounded cream and liquid brush. I don't think I've ever had so many fucking makeup brushes. This list keeps going, dude. Angled powder bronzer brush, slanted cream and liquid bronzer brush, slanted cream and liquid contour brush, rounded cream and liquid highlighter blush. I'd probably use that for my cheeks. And then eye brushes. You know, I think I'm over this. This is cool though. I actually might keep this though. But yeah. I like that. And again, Morphe, thank you for sending an appropriate sized PR box, even though there's a fuck ton of brushes in here. Thank you. I hate the giant cardboard. And it's not like I can't tell you, I literally have 3 giant boxes and that small one now, off on the side here, because I have so much fucking cardboard in this house. Again, it's a good problem to have. I'm very grateful companies send me stuff. I just wish they would think about how, I know it's a business write-off for them. I just really wish they were more conscious about how they're packaging things. Like, at least give me it in a backpack that I can donate to a kid. I would much rather have that than, like, the giant fucking cardboard boxes that are a bitch to break down. Any day. You know, I just, it's little picky things. I also hate when companies, like, don't send, like, useful stuff. And I know that sounds really stupid, but, like, I'll tell companies my size for, like, say, if they want to send clothing for a jacket. And it's always, like, a men's small, not actually, like, if they're going to do unisex, sending an extra small. So it's, like, half the time I can't wear the jackets that they send. Or, because, like, I understand it's unisex, but, like, you know, just taking things into account like that. But if I tell them an extra small for anything else, it's not going to fit me. If they send me a t-shirt or if they send me pants, which they do sometimes, some companies do. But, like, I'm just like, sometimes they be wasting money on presentation a little bit too hard, and it's really, like, the quality of the product. Like, I would rather you put that money towards your game being better than sending me a $500 PR kit. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Same with, like, makeup stuff. Like, I'm reviewing and I'm trying the product, and I care more about that than I do the fucking PR presentation. You know, I know the flower nose stuff looked cool, but like, even, I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings on it. I hate when it's overly wasteful. I have so much makeup on my desk that I need to like move. But yeah, let's open this up. There's so much. What the fuck? I don't even know if I, look at that. Dude. What the fuck? I feel like I don't deserve to own this many brushes. Because I feel like this is like a makeup artist probably dream right here. Because this is a dream for painting in general, having this amount of brushes and this many of sizes. I used to do a lot of painting, if you don't know. I used to be like heavy into art. I still am. All my creative shit has to go into content creation, which is like, I miss painting. I don't have time for it really anymore, which is unfortunate. Maybe one day I'll get more help and then I can focus on doing painting and stuff more outside of stream. But yeah, anyways, this is really cool. The art geek in me loves this. This is sick. Oh my god. But yeah, I guess, and they're capped off. I know that they said it helps with the technology. I really don't believe that it's making this antibacterial. So please, for the love of God, still wash your brushes. Unless it's like stainless steel. Again, I don't know. I feel like this is a bit of mismarketing. Because it says new I mean, it's not 100% antibacterial. That's why I don't like this wording here. Where it says, and just so you know, you can see it, new antibacterial technology. It's not 100% antibacterial. So I kind of feel like that's a mismarket or misleading. Because when you go on and read the next page, it literally says, reinvented with silver technology known to have antibacterial benefits. So I really feel like this should say new antibacterial benefits, not technology. Because when I hear antibacterial technology, I'm like, oh, it's fully antibacterial. Like, and you can't get that. You can't get it in a brush. You're not ever going to have anything that has hair and is not stainless steel. Like, it's not, you know. So I'm not a fan of that wording. I know that's supposed to be a selling and pushing point, and I feel like a lot of creators probably are like glossing over that. But I don't like that. I would prefer that Morphe had worded that differently. I know it's Anyways, I guess I'm gonna crack out some of these brushes. So the one I'm most interested in for my foundation, and also I want to disclose here too, I have never used Morphe brushes before, so I'm really excited. Ooh, that already feels really nice. I've always heard good things, but I've been skeptical. It feels quite nice. This feels quite nice. I will not lie. It's very soft. It's very dense, too. I actually think I might like this. I've been using my House Labs brush. Here's the thing with the House Labs brush. Do you see how it fans out when you stamp with it? Which is good and bad depending on where you're using it. I can still kind of get that effect with this. But this one just like, I don't have that big of a face. So this covers a lot, which is good, but like when I'm trying to kind of get in there, it's not, like I have to, you see what I mean? It's just like kind of odd shaping, which a smaller brush would be helpful for. Most people aren't going up under their eyes for foundation, but like once I color correct, I don't really need a concealer under there. So anyways, I'll be comparing it primarily to that one because I'm newer to brushes. And then I'll be using this one also for the foundation. I'm probably gonna, I mean, dude, I could go under my eye way easier even with this already, just because it's a smaller surface area. This feels like a painter's brush to me. It's not that soft because of the angle of it. Damn it, Taz. I know there's a box out there. I know I have a package. Taz, go plots. Go on. But this would be good for probably like just pulling the product down light through here, but I don't know if I'm going to really use this. We'll see. We'll see. with how good this feels. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm a little overwhelmed on what I'm going to choose for different things. I might go through... I almost wish... Do they have numbers on them? They do. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just get started. I am also going to use one of the brushes for underneath for color corrector. I'm probably going to open the booklet back up and just like kind of double check here what they would recommend. Slanted. I might honestly just choose though too. I'm going to use the concealer brush for underneath, and it's M133. M133. I think it's this one. Yep, first try. Yeah, I'm liking that pamphlet a lot. It's a bit overwhelming, but yeah, this'll work for my color corrector and stuff. Again, could use it for a concealer. I'm just gonna go in with my color corrector first. And then again, I know you guys asked for me to list them in descriptions. I'm gonna try my best to remember. I can't promise that I'm going to remember though, just because again, this is like a side channel thing, so like I kind of do this when I have time and then put in the effort and time that I kind of can. I don't always have time to link everything, so I try to show you and tell you, and that's like kind of my best. I know that sounds really silly, but like I do spend a lot of time like working on my other channels. And then there's also all the social media pages and there's streaming. So, yeah. Anyways, I get my fat transfer next month under my eyes. I'm excited for that. Okay, so I'm gonna go in first with my color corrector, and I just have a little bit. And I'm gonna stamp. The key with brushes is stamping. You don't really want to drag. It's like stippling. If you've done art, you know what stippling is. But we just kind of want to take it up, and I go under with it. And I think I'm actually going to fucking crimp my lashes again, because I feel like they could use it. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. I also I normally do my eyebrows, the gelling beforehand. I'm like super sparse up top on this side right now for some reason. But I just use the NYX brow glue. I've tried the expensive ones. Don't waste your fucking money on them. They're done. It's fucking brow glue. Get that. That literally works. The reason people have issues with their brow glue is because they're putting it on after they've done their foundation and shit. Like, no, you're mixing glue and foundation. Like, of course it's gonna go on wrong. So don't do that. Don't be that person. I'm gonna set these over here for now. I actually have enough desk space right now for this. Okay, and then foundation. So kind of before I did the no-no, which was I was putting my foundation on the brush and then going on my face. Don't do that. I wish I could remember the makeup artist name. I'm really so sorry I can't. I'm sure most makeup artists know this. But anyways, you're going to take it, and what I'm currently using is the Perfect Cover BB Cream by Missha, Missha. It's a Korean kind of like makeup brand. I got it off of Yes Style. It is not shade inclusive, the last I checked. So just something to keep in mind. And I'm using this in shade number 21. Don't know the exact name for it, but this is kind of like light beige, so it's kind of like my winter shade. But you want to take your brush, your foundation brush, just the squirt or whatever that you have, and stamp it in on your hand. Okay? Keep stamping. Just keep going. Keep going. Really, you want to really work it into your brush until it almost looks like it's gone on your hand. Okay? See how you can't really see it? So, and then you're going to go on your face. And you're going to stipple. And I'm doing this just kind of to prove a point. I'm not covering my acne with my underlayer that I normally would. Just because I want to show you how working it into the brush first really does make a difference. And I'll do half my face. But you want to put it first, the most concentrated spots, because the first one you go in with the brush is going to be where it's the most concentrated. You want to go in on the spots that need it the most, which is normally the side of the face. Right? And then underneath, avoid where your smile lines are. And again, keep stippling. And I'll probably have to get some more product. I have sensitive skin, so I'm gonna probably let my stuff settle. And then I'm gonna go in here on the side of my nose. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try and grab some more. Just a little bit that's left on here. And I'm gonna take it on my forehead first, so I don't have much product left. And then I'm gonna go in here. Now, is it a little red right now? Yes, but notice how I'm being careful with it. Okay, and we'll let my skin kind of calm down a little bit. I'm gonna do probably a little bit more for this area. Not much, I'm literally tiny pump. And this is a BB cream, it's not a full coverage foundation. I like how this feels, I like the coverage of it. Because I'm not trying to 100% get rid of my acne. And I've been very honest before that my camera does make my blemishes look worse than they do in person. Like, it looks almost 100% covered in person. So, that is, I know you probably don't believe me, but, take my word for it. And then, really, you could go down your neck first and then go in where your smile lines are. But notice how it's, like, settled. Now look at the difference. It's very subtle, but it looks very natural over here. And now the redness has gone down. You can tell it's like, yeah, it's covered, obviously, compared to the other side. So yeah, anyways, I have not been having smile lines at all. I probably shouldn't be talking while I do this. I have not had smile lines at all since I've been following that. You barely put any there. You don't need really any there. Also, the key is you need to be fucking hydrating. That also will fuck you up. If you don't have enough hydration on your skin, it is going to be a lot harder to like keep from getting smile lines. But you don't need much product there. If you apply more product, you're gonna start creasing more. So less product. Make sure you're moisturizing enough at night and before, and make sure it sits enough time before you do your makeup, because you shouldn't be doing it right before. Look at that. Like, see what I mean? I am really liking the size of this brush. And again, I'm not using, you can totally go in with if you're gonna do a concealer, just keep in mind you don't want to go in with foundation under your eye. You might need it. I'm not really looking to do it. Just because, again, I feel like after I do my color corrector, the foundation's like such a spot on shade for me that I don't really need it. And again, I haven't touched my smile lines yet. I grab a little more, just kind of go over top that blemish. I'm gonna go down here, and then with whatever microscopic amounts of product, maybe my nose next, probably smarter idea because I didn't do this side of my nose. And again, it's gonna look red because I've got sensitive skin, and if you're the same way, it's very misleading. That's what kept messing me up, is having sensitive skin, so I didn't think I was getting any foundation on it. So I'm just gonna let it calm down, and then it should look the exact same as the other side, but it looked very irritated at first too, and bada bing, bada boom, Again, it's a BB cream. If you're trying to, like, if you want that, like, here's my thing. I don't particularly like a full coverage foundation because I feel like it doesn't look like skin. Does it look like makeup? Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like it just doesn't. I'm trying to make my skin look still natural, like skin. Like that. I like this, like, radiant finish to it. I don't even know if I'd really call this radiant. I'd say this is a natural finish. If it was radiant, I would be like super shiny all over the place, but like, I'm not. So anyways, I like this brush. I actually like this a lot more than the House Labs brush. So we'll see how that goes. But these were the foundation brush was M106, and the concealer brush that I also used as a color corrector is M133. So I do like these dense brushes a lot. So there's that. Next, I'm going to be doing my liquid blush. It's normally the step I do next. And I want to decide I need to figure out what I'm going to do for the eye makeup today. I think I'll just keep it simple and just do black eyelashes. Do I want to match my hair? Do I not? I kind of want to pull the black up from my shirt, you know? So I think I'll do that. I think I'll just do black mascara today. But yeah, I'm gonna probably be using a thicker brush. So I'm gonna look at the density really quick. I'm thinking M204. Rounded cream and liquid highlighter. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with. I like denser brushes. I really do, especially if you're using liquid. So, because some of these say that I could use it potentially for other liquids, but I'm gonna go in with M204. And I think it might be this one. I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm going. You can't really tell what they are because they have the shit on top of them. Normally, and again, this isn't even a blush brush. This is normally the brush that I use for my blush, which is from ABH Cosmetics. I don't know if it's Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm not really sure, or it's just BH. I think it's just BH or AH. One of the two. I don't think it's Anastasia. I got it on sale in Sephora. So this is the difference of what I'll be using here. So we'll see how I feel about it. It definitely feels a lot less dense than the other one that I use, but this should target a little bit better. My blushes that I really like using, they're called Juicy Pang blushers from Apieu. And Apieu is spelled A''Pieu. You can get them on Amazon, but they are normally fully in stock off of Yes Style. Normally I use this like peachy shade. Normally this is my go-to, so I'm just going to use that today. I don't want to change too many things since we're just trying out the blushes. And they do have like a nail polish applicator. But I do like them. And they're not too expensive, but they're very effective. I should have done probably my left side first, but that's okay. Normally I do my left side first because it doesn't eat up product the same as my right side. And again, really, I should be probably putting the blush on my hand and then going in, but alas, that's not what I'm doing. I'm a fuck up, dude. Okay, I quite like this brush. It's thinner than what I normally use, but I think that's actually probably a good thing. I can be a little bit more precise about where I want to put this, but it's still like bouncing out quite well. And depending on where you place your brush depends on your face shape too. So like if you've got a rounder face, don't do that. Like your blush should probably go more in the middle and stuff, you know? But there's like tutorial guides and stuff you can follow for those online and whatnot. But yeah, I could go heavier if we really wanted to. I try kind of not to. I'll go a little heavier. I'll go just a little heavier today. But yeah, really you want to be putting all the products on your hand and then go on your face. Because you really want to pat them into the brush first. That's how you get it really on there nice. But look how nicely these go on. And they have a natural finish too. So I don't really feel like I have to put highlighter on after all of this. Like it still has just such a natural look to it. Actually, I almost want to say this side might have more color than my left side, which normally it's like the complete opposite. The fuck? But yeah, it lasts so long. It's so good. But yeah, I finally got some other colors in this from Apieu to try out, because sometimes I do a cold look and I'm like, the peach blush is not it. And I'm gonna be honest, the more I use the Patrick Star blush, or not, is it no, not Patrick Ta. Yes, not Patrick Star. Jeffree Star and Patrick Ta, I guess, just got merged in my brain there. But like when I'm doing a cooler look, I'm like, you know, I think this is a restock of the other one I have. I think I'm waiting on one blusher maybe. No, it's definitely slightly cooler. You can see. anyways, it's very slight, but it does make a difference when you put makeup on and complementing. And when I do a cool tone look, sometimes it's like, I should not be putting on peach. It's way too orange. I need more of like a purple undertone to the blush to accommodate the look. So yeah, I finally did the moves on that. Okay, and then I guess I should do a fairly simple look at least to test out some of these other brushes. And I'm just gonna use them how I want to. Excuse me. I'm just gonna use these how I want to for the eye brushes. I know I'm not testing all of these, so I do apologize, but I feel like it's also not theoretical for me to be able to do them all either. But yeah, what palette do I want to do today? Just something simple, something natural. I'm thinking probably just this. I really like this palette. It's one of my new favorite go-to palettes, the Flower Nose Eden's Angel. I really like this. I do also really like the Weeping Angel palette though too. This one. I like the packaging more on this one because it's just like, it's black and it's got iridescent shit to it still. I mean, I could. A little too heavy, I feel like, for today's look. I already have like kind of a heavy shirt on. I don't want to like create too much heavy. I say that and then I'm gonna go and do like a heavy wing, I feel like, to accommodate the look. But anyways, we're gonna start off and I'm going to use brush. Actually, let me put a base down first. And I'm actually just gonna do that with this. Oh, I should be using one of their brushes for this if I'm gonna do this. I feel like, yeah, okay. Would I use, hold on, I gotta figure out, there's two brushes here that I'm stuck between on what I wanna use. I think, I'm gonna use this one. I wish there was an in-between of these two brushes here. I really, really, really do love this EcoTools brush. It's just, it's the perfect shape. It's the perfect shape. And it's dense, but like, this one is like, I mean, the fuck am I gonna do with that? You know what I mean? Like, and then this one almost seems like it's not quite dense enough or tapered enough. Yeah, I don't think these are gonna, those aren't doing it for me. I'm gonna stick with my EcoTools brush, and the other eye brushes just don't even come near to this shape, so I'm just gonna keep using this. But I love going under my eyes with it. But I'm just actually going to put it on top first, just so I have a base color that matches my skin tone. And this is just the Charlotte Tilbury, whatever the fuck. And that is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder in 1 Fair Pale. If you're doing under your eyes and stuff, like, there's not really a point to do a setting powder unless you're trying to hardcore color correct or there's a specific glam look you're going for, but then it's like, how dry do you really want it there? I tend to have acne leaning dry-ish skin, but also combination. Like through here I get oily, but like under my eyes, it's like that gets dry more easily. So does like this area. So it's like, it really comes down to how your skin is and how much you're trying to do. And then also if you're in front of a camera or not, because if you're in front of a camera, I mean, this is a camera, but like photography, high flashing there, it's like sometimes, or a lot of the, like, I know a lot that people that like to go in with heavy powders because, you know, reflects more so you don't see as much like hollowing, things like that, you know, optical illusion. So sometimes it's like good to put more on. It just depends on your situation. You and I are probably not doing a photo shoot right now, so it's like, I don't see the use in doing that. I don't care to do that. But again, I'm also gonna get fat under my eye soon, a fat transfer. So there's also that. So anyways, I just don't like the feel of that much powder and stuff underneath. Okay, what am I doing? I'm too busy yapping. Yep. I'm gonna go in with this brush here, I think. It is brush M332, M332. Just a little dense guy here. Just in this palette. I'm gonna be staying on this side of the eyeshadow tree. So you'll see me kind of going in, but I'm gonna just take a little bit of this neutral color and mix it with this warm color. I really like the combination of the two. And I'm just going to do my outside and above my crease because I have hooded eyes. So there's not really a point in covering the full thing there. But we're going to kind of go above the crease there. I should really be like dipping off the extra powder, but you know, here we are. Oh, I don't fucking care, really. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Kind of more concentrated. I'm gonna grab a fluffier brush and just kind of blend it out. I don't know if that's exactly the fluffiness I'm looking for. I want this one. Okay, this one's less dense. This one's more dense. They're very similar. They almost have they're almost the exact same length, but this one has less density to it. This one has more density to it, so it feels fluffier. This one feels thinner. The fluffier one is M333. I don't see a use for M331 personally. If you're gonna use a fluffy brush, this one feels way better. So hey, maybe this is helping you figure out what brushes to buy. What's going on? What's going on here, dude? Yeah, I probably could do my eyebrows, but, you know, we'll wait. The eyebrows always pull it together. Okay, so I like this. This brush is meh. It's okay. It's not bad. I think I would prefer a denser brush than this one for what I just... Well, I mean, it's really not bad. I could have also just gone in with this one off the bat. I think that's what I would do in hindsight. If I were you, I wouldn't feel like you need to get M332. I would just straight up get M333. The ones that I'm liking, I'm putting off on the side here so we can go over them at the end. I like this one a lot. And then I also... There's this other... This is very similar to a dense brush that I use already. It's actually a little thinner, but I actually will prefer that, believe it or not. Kind of that thinness. No, this other one that I normally use is this one, and I feel like it's too fluffy near my eye, especially since I have hollow eyes. Come on, focus on the brushes. There we go. See how it's like half the density of that one? I prefer this. I would rather have this. Because I'm just gonna go tuck it in tight to my eye line here. And I'm just gonna go in with this soft brown. I say soft, it's the darkest one on this side, but it's not as dark as that one, you know? Okay. I like that, and then if I want to even soften it up more, I'll just go back to that, like, that bigger fluffy brush. This one, if I really wanted to. But I like how it looks right now. And I actually like this. I really like how that applied. That's like perfect thinness. I'm going to go in though. I want to do a shimmer now. And I'm going to do this. I think this lighter. Take it back. I'm going to do this one. It's like baby pink a little bit. Yeah. Because I was going to say, it's going to be reflective anyways. And if you want more definition back after putting this on, you can just go back in with that fluffy brush and just kind of blend it. I'm concentrating this on the middle and my inner corner and then just doing it lighter on the outer side here. Because I still want it up here and whatnot, but just that's not where I want it highly concentrated. Because I kind of want it to blend a little bit. But yeah, if you want it to be lighter, you can just go back in with the fluffy brush. And you want some of that color back. If you want a little less glitter in those spots, it'll still be there. It's just, take it down a little bit because you're putting powder on top of some sparkle. And bada bing, bada boom. We have done it. Next, I'm going to go in. Well, so I will say, I don't think you need this brush. if I were to get brushes out of these, I need to look at a couple of them real quick up closer. Out of the smaller brushes, the ones I would get, ooh, this looks interesting. That is a crazy brow applicator. I've never seen that before. Reminds me of like a cat's tongue. That would be for your brow. Don't know how I feel about that. Interesting. I would probably get this because it's just weird enough. And then if you're doing a powder, I mean, this is like nice and thin. I have thinner eyebrows, and this would even work on mine. I do like this brush. So if you're looking for an eyebrow brush, I would say this one's good. This is such an interesting. I wonder if they did the actually that's probably why they did that. So when you go in, it'll leave streaks, so it looks more like your eyebrow hair. I think that's why they did it over a typical spoolie. This is smart. That's smart. Yeah. That's M402. I have a couple others here to compare. There's 2 angle brushes here, and they look very, very similar. I'm just gonna kind of, here's the spoolie. Okay, so this is probably your eyebrow brush. Yeah, because this is way less thin than this one as well. Yeah, okay, so this is your traditional eyebrow brush, M401. So if you're looking for that, you could get that. I like this more. Now, it might be hard to get it fine at the end, but it also depends on what product you're using. But this will give you more of a natural look than what this will. But this could also be good for your eyelashes. So, like, you know, it's got the traditional spoolie on it. So, up to you on that one. This for eyes, for sure. M363. And then this is why, if you're into more artsy stuff with your eye makeup, I would recommend this brush, which is the M362, because if you get this wet, or if you're using more of a liquid product, come on, baby. See how thin that is? It's more of a, yeah, like, it's more fine. Like, if you're wanting to do, like, fun eyeliner, or even just do a sharp wing, you could definitely do that with this. And I might almost... I'm kind of considering using it instead of the angled brush to do like a soft, I'm going to do a super soft wing with the eyeshadow. I'm going to see if I like it with this or not. I would use this more with liquid products. But it really doesn't, I mean, it didn't do a bad job there. It really didn't. You do have to be, it's a longer, like, bristle length than I'm used to. I really don't dislike it, though. It's different for me, but you could definitely use it this way. Sorry. You could definitely use it this way. I think it's a little darker on my left side than over here. So I'm just gonna go over it again. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Perfect. Yeah, I like this. I will say another brush I really like, and I do recommend for if you're doing like liner. If I can find it. Is it not in here? It's like my go-to recommended brush. I don't know where it is. yeah, I am, it appears to be lost on my desk somewhere. So I'm not going to be able to show you. It's an angled brush by the same brush company for a lot of the other ones. AH or whatever. Again, you'd have to dig for it. I'm so sorry. But it's angled so that you don't have to angle your hand nearly as much when you're putting it on. And I love it. I do really like it even for doing liners like this. But if you're getting Morphe brushes and it's on the pack, this could use it or be its replacement. I feel like I did the wing too high on that side compared to the other one. I need to go towards my scar on this side. My chickenpox scar. Do people still do chickenpox parties? That's gonna sound fucking crazy if that's not a thing anymore. Yeah, I'm trying to fix it now. I always go up more on my right side than I mean to because, like, I'm just trying to follow my eye crease because it looks best with hooded eyes in my opinion versus trying to go up towards, like, your eyebrow and shit. Because, like, when we look down and stuff, then it's on line. More or less. If I'm gonna do black, I almost feel like I should consider doing darker. I can always go over it with darker. I can't make it lighter after I do it. So, anyways, let me do my brows. So this is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in Auburn. And it's a liquid, which scares a lot of people, but I love it. It actually matches my hair color and everything. Oh, too much product. I need it to drip down the pen. That's another thing, is like getting used to the flow of it, because it's either it's always a lot or not enough, and there's not an in-between, so you have to figure out how to use it before you, like, fuck it up. Because when you see it start dripping down the side, that's when you're like, oh, that's gonna be too much, so I need to dip it on the end of the cap, or I need to stamp it on my brow and then drag it out if it's small enough. It is a wonky, like, it's kind of wonky, but I do really love this product. I prefer this over, like, brow pomade and all that shit. I guess while I'm doing this on my mascara, I can tell you about my orthodontist horror story. So, I don't know what was wrong with this guy. I don't know why he didn't like me, but he just, like, didn't like me. For some reason. I don't know if he just didn't like kids. I have no fucking clue. I always felt like he was a little weird. Maybe that might be the word for it. I don't know if that was, like, indicative of something else. I don't fucking know. But I always got kind of weird vibes from the guy. And anyways, for some reason he did not like me. And it was like he, like, didn't want to, like, fix my teeth, as stupid as that sounds. He's an orthodontist. And so, my teeth were wonky when I was younger. I did need braces. And so he, put me on my braces. And as everyone always expects, it takes longer than you really want. Well, fast forward to, like, having to make extra visits with him because he'd fucked something up with them that shouldn't have been, or something broke, and he was trying to be weird and dodgy about my follow-up appointments to come get it fixed. So my dad had to go up there and be like, fix their fucking teeth. This is what we're paying for. Why can't we get in? Like, what the fuck? And, he was very weird about stuff like that. And so, from what I remember, well, then I get my braces taken off. And if you don't know, if your front teeth gap, you have a bone up in here that causes them to gap or separate. And so I have that. Well, I don't have a thing here. They lasered it. Because back in the day, see how it's not connected to anything? back in the day, they used to think that would help and keep them from separating. Well, obviously that's not the case. And it's actually a bone. Well, when I got my braces taken off, I had a temporary permanent retainer because my front two teeth started to separate again. And so he decided, he was like, okay, we're going to take it off now. And I was like, what do I do then? It's like, oh, just like wear your retainers. And I was like, but you didn't really even finish fixing my teeth. Like, for example, I could tell a while ago that my jaw was slanted. Like, you could visibly see it, like my braces were going at an angle. And you can kind of see it now. It looks way better than it used to before I started. I think, like, sorry. I'm trying to cover my bottom. It's only something, like, I really noticed, but I was like, they could have pulled my teeth down. They could have continued to pull my teeth down. And so they didn't do that. What do I want to... I think I'm going to use the waterproof mascara today. No, I'm not going to. I lied. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara. This is the Holy Grail of mascaras. And anyways, he wouldn't fix it. He just was like, oh, okay, let me fix it real quick. And he just sands this tooth down. And he goes, okay, you're done. And I go, huh? Like, that's... Like, I tried to bring it up to him while I still had the braces on and everything. And then he wanted to take the permanent retainer off. And I had to, like, kind of loudly say no to the guy. Because he was wanting to take off the permanent retainer again. And I knew my teeth were going to gap. And I wasn't comfortable, to be entirely frank, wearing that retainer after all we spent, because my teeth weren't even sitting in the right spot. I was very frustrated, and, like, we paid all that money for this guy to not want to properly, like, not being weird about seeing me, period. But two, like, couldn't even, like, finish my teeth. And I was like, I felt like he didn't treat anybody else that way, and it was really weird. So anyways, I've held off forever from getting braces again, or Invisalign. When Invisalign, was becoming a thing. And I was like, maybe I'll do it at some point. I don't really want to do it again while I'm in high school, and going into high school and shit. And so I finally decided to pull the trigger, because I knew it was going to be expensive as well, because it's considered cosmetic at my age, and whatnot, even though I was getting, like, I had a strong hunch I was getting jaw knots on this side because my jaw was sitting uneven because of my teeth. And so, yeah, I finally did the Invisalign shit. But yeah, that orthodontist was really weird. And every dentist I've gone to since then has been like, that's really weird. Like, that makes no sense. Like, why would he? I said, I know, I don't fucking get it. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he's so weird. Yeah, it was weird, dude. It was weird. Very, very odd. I don't understand it to this day. So, yep, that's the story of my fucking teeth. So anyways, yeah, I've got my Invisalign now. 27 weeks is the course for it, and I'm at week 21. And I'll be done in 6 weeks. So I'm really excited. But it's crazy how different my face and my jaw looks and feels since doing this. Now, all we'll have to do left is I do, like, these are uneven, so they'll sand these two teeth to be even. I'm not letting them touch my other fucking teeth for sanding. I'm going to have them even these two out when they're done, which they still have a bit to moving to do. And then we're going to laser my gums on this side. Because, see, on this side you don't see it. I'm not having them shave my teeth. I ain't having them doing any of that. We're going to cut my gums, though, laser them, and then they'll heal, and you'll see tooth. So it'll look... I won't have a gummy smile on this side. It'll look more like that. And then I don't have to do anything, fuck with my jaw any bit more at all. So, quite excited. Quite cool. I think I'm going to go in with that little tiny brush again, and I'm just going to do a tiny bit of this darker brown. Just right there. Just a baby bit. Just a little. faded into the already existing eyebrow liner wing that we kind of did. So you can do like a subtle eyeliner and it looks great. But yeah, okay, I definitely like those brushes. If you use powder, the brush recommendations would probably be different. So do keep that in mind. I'm going based off of how I like to use liquid and stuff. I really do stand by. I used to be a really, really, really big sponge user. If you use the brush right, it looks way better. In my opinion. Like, and also, to be fair, it does come down to the foundations and the creams and stuff that you're using. But, like, I'm using this with a BB cream, which you normally use with your hands. And, like, it really... Like, let me just get close. Like, look. Again, it's a BB cream. But, like, y'all saw my face beforehand. I was it right there. That's starting up. Y'all saw my face beforehand. Look how, like... Yes, do I have some... Like, it's normal to have like, I need to tell you this. I feel like I always say this. You don't have to cover 100% of your acne. You really don't. And if you try to cover it, it really looks like shit a lot of the time. Less is more. As long as you've got the same, like, especially because, like, if you put more on, that's when you fuck up the texture and then you get looking cakey and, like, did it 100% cover my acne? No, but I'm using a BB cream. But the brush, like, look how evenly it applied. It all went on really, really even. And again, I don't go all the way down my neck like I could. But yeah, I know I'm not done with my lips and stuff, but just so, well, let me do my lips first, then we'll go over this. Oh, I still need to powder my under eye and a little bit on my forehead, a little bit on my T-zone. But just remind yourself that it's okay to have some of your acne showing. You don't have to 100% cover all of it. I promise you, it looks better doing it like this than trying to hardcore cover it. And could I totally could have. Sometimes I do. I go in with the NARS pot concealer. But don't do more than that. Put on the NARS pot concealer, put a little bit on, and then put stuff on top of it if you want to. But don't, like, keep caking up the concealer. I promise you it's not that bad. I promise you it's not that bad. It's okay. And if someone cares that much, fuck them. Because if someone really loves you, they won't fucking really care. My husband does not give a shit. We name my acne. We get nicknames for it. And he still thinks I'm the hottest fucking thing to walk the earth, even though I sometimes feel like I'm ugly as fuck because of my acne. Alright, I'm putting this back. And then I put a lip stain on my top lip. Where the fuck is you? Where's you, my fucking lip stain? I know you were in here. There you are. I do lip stain on my top lip. Which is from CoverGirl in Brazen Raisin. And you can layer this a couple times if you want. I don't have to. Alright. There we go. I do it on my top lip, and then I go in on my top lip as well. This is Clinique, and it is the Black Honey. All right. And then normally I do a different color on the bottom, but if you want to also put this on the bottom, you can totally do that. But I go in with the NYX Fat Oil on my bottom lip. Because I like the two-tone lip look. I've been doing this for years. That corner, the edge is looking a little weird right now. There you go. A little bit of extra product build up there. Easy fix. Okay, cool. Morphe, I like your brushes. Most of them. I like most of your brushes. Good job. Thumbs up. I get the Morphe brush hype now. I still don't like the whatchamacallit, I'm still not a fan of the wording of the antibacterial technology because it's not 100% bacterial. Improved, I mean, like, and it even admits that. Again, maybe it was miswording. You're never gonna get 100% antibacterial with brushes. So, anyways, that's just how I feel. That's my only complaint really with these. I do like that they're white. They feel nice. They really do feel nice. The weight on these feel awesome. I like the texture on the outside. I don't normally keep white products, but I fuck with it. These are cool. I would love red. Red's my favorite color. As you can tell, the red hair and everything. But yeah, so these are the brushes that I liked using. These will be my daily users most likely, or that I would recommend if you use products similarly to me. So that's the Morphe brush. And I'm just gonna go through their numbers now. M106. Is this one? Cream and liquid blush, M204 for my liquid blush. And then for the color corrector and under eye concealer, M133. For eye makeup, I would recommend M333. M302. This is the small dense one. They have a smaller, denser one, so if you have even smaller eyes or face than myself, you could look into getting that one. I don't feel like they look different enough. It just looks like it's not as wide. I don't really see a use for that considering the shape and whatnot of this one, personally. There's also the one that I used for the liner. Eyeshadow liner is M362. The one with the normal spoolie is M401. The one with the cat tongue spoolie on the end is M402. And then they call this the eyeliner brush. I would recommend this one too, is the M363. So if you were looking into getting brushes, these would be the ones I would get. Obviously, if you use powder products, I would say, do your research online about them. But I do face and then eye. I feel like these are like eye essentials, more or less. And then I don't think for face powder, I can't find anything that beats this EcoTools brush. So if you're trying to do pressed powder under your eyes and stuff, this is the perfect brush. I did not see any brush, in my opinion, anywhere near close to as good as this one for that specific use. So I would still use the EcoTools one over those. So that one, I guess these will be my daily users probably for now. So cool. Morphe, thank you for the free product. It was fun to do this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informational. I hope you enjoyed hanging out and yapping with me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.